What's crackling, everybody? Welcome back once again to the definitive cereal tier list. Which episode? Take a cereal, put it on the tier list, so you know how good it is. I'm your host Tucker. In this episode, we're finally getting around to doing Reese's Puffs for breakfast, but I guess for a snack. Now, the most obvious comparison for this one is going to be the peanut butter and cocoa pebbles, which we gave a C and is the worst of the pebbles varieties thus far. We've also done Nutter Butter with a C and Captain Crunch Peanut Butter Crunch, which was an E because it was very hard. And I feel like it wasn't super peanut buttery either. I don't know. That was just peanut butter. This is peanut butter chocolate. So, no, it's going to be better than this. And I will be very surprised if it gets below the Pebbles version. So let's just get in. There's a perfect box opening. This is good cereal. Oh yeah. Like I haven't had this in a bit. Like always, feels like how you expect peanut butter cereal to feel. Seems a little tight. Alright. There's some milk. I think that's good. Alright. Here we go. There's good stuff. It's going to be very high. One thing I guess worth noting, it does seem like the peanut butter taste is the main taste more than the chocolate. Like they're both there, but peanut butter is a little stronger. But yeah, that's all. It tastes. It's good. This is much better than the Pebbles one was. Partially, I feel like because the pieces just feel better. You know, the texture of it. Other than the taste, just seems like it's a more refined version of cocoa and peanut butter. So, and the crunch on these is obviously very good. It's similar to Cocoa Puff pieces, which is, you know, simple ball, but that makes it so even when it does begin to sogify, it still keeps a lot of the crunch in it. So it starts out real crunchy, and then even by the end, still getting some crunch. So that's cool too, which I get. Crunchy's not necessarily what you think with Reese's, but I mean, I guess it's kind of that first bite's sort of hard, you know, breaking through it. I guess I don't know. I'm not sure the exact connection there, but works in cereal. Now let's see how peanut butter and chocolatey the milk is. It so far at this point hasn't changed color a ton. And it's definitely darker, but it's not crazy dark like you ought to expect chocolate to be. Yeah, that's much more of a chocolate taste. But definitely, I feel like that's more of a chocolate taste than some of the pieces were. So that's interesting. Yeah, it's not super strong, but yeah, it's good milk. Well done. I feel like I didn't say a lot while I was eating this, but like, no, to say it's just real good time, and you probably already know that. So obviously this is one of the brand connected cereals, but it's the only one that actually seems to have worked out. All the others, you know, popped up recently, like we did the whole cookies line and all that, haven't been around very long, and doesn't seem like most of them have lasted super long. But this has been a thing for like a decade, I feel like. So you know right away, it's very good. And by far, it's the best of the peanut butter chocolatey or even just peanut buttery cereals we've done. So big points there. And just as a cereal too, it's very good. Like not even comparing it directly against similar things. It's just a good cereal. And the taste is consistent and good. You get that good balance of the peanut butter, mostly from the pieces, and the chocolate a bit in the pieces, and a lot in the milk. So that meshes together perfect. Keeps its crunchiness. Does not get too soggified, even if it's in there for a bit. And just good texture on a puff piece, because that's obviously always worked well. So, I think that means Reese's Puffs is an S. The first one of the S cereals. Not what I expected to be the first one either, but there's nothing, like, similar to a lot of the A's, there's nothing really negative to say about it. But different from them, it does stand out a lot more, because obviously it's not something you necessarily think would make a great cereal. Well, I guess now you would, because it's been around for so long and shown that it is successful. So, I don't know, it just works, and it's leagues better than all the versions similar to it. So it doesn't, like, Honey Nut Cheerios an A, but there's some other honey ones that are like B's right there. So it's not as standout. I think this is a bit more standout. And because that mix, that's like the factor, I guess, that was missing from some of the others not being S's. Finally did it. Finally got an S rank. And one that's based off candy. So I guess that does mean Reese's Puffs for breakfast is a good thing, and you should just have more candy for breakfast. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. In the comments below, post your general thoughts. Let me know, obviously, you've had Reese's Puffs. It's been around for forever. I was a little person without a beard. This has been a thing. It's still going. So tell me about your Reese's experience. Do you remember the rap? If you can, post the lyrics to it, but don't Google it, but like from memory to prove you can, because I mostly remember it. I'm not going to do it, obviously, because that's not what this is. This is purely about the cereal. But if you also remember it, let me know in the comments. And honestly, I'm still kind of surprised I gave this an S. I was going back and forth a bit. So if you want to contend to that, this is an S, let me know as well. And if maybe I should rejigger everything, move some of the A's up, move some, spread the list out a bit. Let me know if you think that might be a good idea at some point in the future. But for now, Reese's Puffs is the 1S. But, till next time, stay delicious.